Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome back to Route W Before Crime After Days Extended Edition, Route B. If you missed the last episode, you can click on the eye on the top of the video to watch a previous episode to get caught up. Mashiro teased Natsuhiko as he remembered that incident. No? True enough, it was as Mashiro said. They were mortal enemies back when they were kids. Ah, yeah, mortal enemies. Exactly. Yeah, now we're bestest of friends. They cook for me. You never know. No one ever knows. Okay. Easier said than done. Natsuhiko thought as he objected. I think that's what I said in the last episode. This is what I just said in the last episode. Or not just, but this is what I said. Yeah. Why do you say that? Would you? I don't think so. Natsuhiko was taken aback by what Mashiro said. I'm guessing her. But, maybe. I mean, transferring is really tough. Certainly, from an outsider's perspective, Rokumei Academy may indeed be a bizarre school. Communicators may have started appearing all across the world, but looking at humanity as a whole, they were still an exceptionally rare breed. For example, even in Japan, the proportion of ordinary people to communicators was said to be 25,000 to 1. Holy moly! And this school was filled with nothing but students who were that rare one. Natsuhiko couldn't even begin to imagine what an ordinary person would think. Oh, I would think it's awesome. And hear a billion thoughts. Oh. Oh. But do they know anyone that uses it? They don't know that Yuri can use it. Yeah. I don't want them to know that I'm thinking about boobs and butts and the pensos. Yes. Very weird. I was just shifting my eyes around when I said that for some reason. Where are we now? In the water? There probably wouldn't be any issue if telepathy were the only BC ability. However, the problem lied with the other ability, empathy. If telepathy was the ability to convey your mind to others, empathy was the ability to read the minds of others. Ooh. So we are in the water. So for that reason, a lot of ordinary people seem to fear the communicators. Ah, the fear. There apparently used to be anti-communicator discrimination in the past too. There's always some sort of discrimination somewhere or something. Which is why the government enacted various policies in order to protect communicators. Awesome. An example of such legislation was the Communicator Protection Bill, aka the BC Law, enacted 14 years ago. Ooh, what's this? Part of that plan included the establishment of communicator-friendly wards like Rokumei City and special schools like Rokumei Academy. So the left one's the Rokumei city symbol? Kind of like yin and yang, and kind of like the Pepsi logo. The rare 1 out of 25,000 individuals naturally gathered to the city. About 350 communicators lived in the city, or 20% of all communicators currently in Japan. About 1 in 500 city residents were communicators. That's pretty cool. And thus many communicators came to live in the same place and received focused protection. Advanced BC Nation. Japan led the world in performing such measures, and for its efforts, Japan became known as an advanced BC nation. Yeah, I mean, they're really high up there in the technology.
まあ、フランスの情勢がよくわからないけど、環境は全然違うんだろうな。
I would think so. It's definitely different than Japan.
そうそう。つまりサリはまだ新しい環境に慣れてないだけなんだよ。
It is her first day.
緊張するのも当然。だったら優しくしてあげなきゃね。
Okay. Mashiro asked with a smile, which moved Natsuhiko. He was impressed by her consideration and attention to detail.
真っ白って、なんだ。いいやつだな。
he's not sure how to say it, but he said it.
何言ってんの？昔の夏彦がやってたことを真似してるだけだよ。
Really?
そうなのか？昔の僕はいいやつだったってこと？
I thought it was a big meanie pants.
まあ、今も十分いいやつだけどね、夏彦は。意固地なのがたまに傷なんだよね。
Aww.
そうかもな。
Natsuhiko gave a wry smile. He couldn't completely approve of Mashiro's viewpoint. After the years went by, his way of thinking solidified. It wasn't something that could be unlearned that easily. Yeah, it's like the nature versus nurture. But nevertheless,
仕方ないな。真っ白に免じて少しは警戒を緩めてみよ
let me remove this tower shield.
うん、そのくらいでいいよ。今はそれが精一杯ってね。
Hooray!
う。なんだそれ。またアニメの引用か？
そう、私たちが生まれるずっと前のね。
Oh, which one? Their conversation derailed before long. A calm breeze enveloped them, and thus the two of them spent some leisurely time at the park. And then became nighttime. Once the sun had set, they boarded the bus again and headed home. Wait, I thought before they said that there's going to be a long walk back home. Huh, but apparently they could board the bus again? The bus dropped them off at the stop closest to their homes. Mashiro would ordinarily stop by her house, but since they stayed out late, she went directly to the Tenkawa residence today. Oh. To make dinner. The stranger. Oh, that doesn't sound good. But by the time they reached the house, Natsuhiko noticed something strange. Wait. Is the stranger Saoyu?
あれ？
There was a jet black car parked out in front of his house. Where?
高級車っぽいね。誰の車？
Ooh, so it has to be Saoyu's.
さあ。
With his head tilted to the side, Natsuhiko walked past the car and entered his home. You don't look inside, see who it is? I would be like, what are you doing in front of my house? They took their shoes off at the entrance and headed to the living room when...
ただいま。
What? Natsuhiko and Mashiro were greeted by an unbelievable sight. Oh no! Is it Saoyu?
サリュー！
It is Saoyu! I caught it! Saoyu was there in the Tenkawa's living room. Yuri was standing there next to her with a smile. Huh.
子は何事？
Yeah, what is this all about? What are you two doing? Why are you here?
なんでサリュが ここにいるんだ。
Yeah.
今日からここに住むことになったから。
What? Wait, what? We're having 3 girls live here now? 3 girls in 1 house? Oh. Okay.
なんでまた？
Yeah, why?
ユーリ、君は何か聞いてるのか？
Yuri didn't clearly answer whether or not she knew about the situation. This is odd. How you spoke to Natsuhiko without giving Yuri a single glance.
これは決定事項。もう取り消せない。
By who?
決定事項って？
By who?
っていうかそもそもなんでサリュがうちに？
Yeah.
それは。
That moment, a voice rang out from further inside the room. My mother?
私の一存よ。
My mother! Natsuhiko turned to the voice in disbelief.
久しぶりね、夏彦。
My mother's home for the first time in years!
母さん。
博士！
There stood Natsuhiko's mother, Miyoko Tenkawa, which meant that the car outside was probably a courtesy car for the professor. Oh. As a renowned physicist, she was extremely busy by nature. She was always stationed in LABO and very rarely came home, meaning her communication with her son was essentially non-existent. That's very sad.
しばらく連絡取れないと思ったらいきなりこれか。
仕事が忙しいんだもの、仕方ないじゃない。
Well, that doesn't excuse the, relationship we have.
まあそれはいいよ。それよりどういうことだ？サリュがうちに住むって。
Yeah.
ユイはフランスから引っ越してきた直後で、住むところがまだ決まっていないのよ。
What about her parents?
だからうちに住まわせることにしたの。
How do you know her? The professor called Sayu by her real name, Yui, somewhat intimately. That only got on Natsuhiko's nerves.
僕らに相談もなしにか。だいたいサリュと母さんはどういう関係なんだよ。
Yeah.
遠縁の親戚よ。つまりあなたとも親戚。
What? My distant relative? Distant relative. How distant? Now that he thought about it, his mother's maiden name was Sanomiya. Oh, well, there you go. Well, that was easy. And he did get the feeling she said she lived in France before, so perhaps they really were related, but still.
本当なのか？その話。
嘘をついてどうするの？私の祖父の妹の孫がフランス人と結婚して生まれたのがこの子よ。
Grandfather's younger sister's grandson. Wait, what? Grandfather's younger sister, so grandfather's sister, grandson. That's down. Oh, wow. That's pretty distant. Okay. Oh, French woman. Oh.
あなたとは旧神と離れているからほぼ他人だけれど。
Oh, well, see? That's very distant. Third cousins with 8th degree kinship. That's quite a distance there.
いや、だったら余計にそんな子を住まわせるなんて。
So are we related? We're not related? You just said we're not related. I'm getting, mixed signals here.
いいじゃない。部屋は余っているんだから。
We do?
サリ
Why?
ュはそれでいいのか？
Where's his empty room?
異論はない。博士がそう言うなら従うだけ。
Okay.
そう。これは決定事項よ。
Guess we have no say.
もういいでしょ、夏彦。それじゃあ私、仕事が残ってるからラボに戻るわ。
Thanks, Mom.
勝手にしろ。
Oh. Oh, this is a big surprise here. Natsuhiko lost his temper over how the professor slowed down for nobody. But the professor merely sighed and addressed Mashiro.
ましろちゃん、自己承諾になってごめんなさい。ゆうよよろしくね。
Interesting.
はい。でも。
It appeared not even Mashiro could quite understand the situation. She put a finger up to her temple and muttered in a worried tone.
ずいぶん急で、なんていうか、いろいろ大丈夫なんですか？
Something doesn't seem right.
大丈夫よ。この家についての所持は、ゆいにはすべて伝えてあるから。
That was a weird expression she had when her eyes were wide open.
そうなの、サリュウ。無論、承知。
Interesting.
夏彦と優里が一緒に暮らしていることも、真城がそれを知りながら食事を作りに通っていることも。そうなの。ならいいんだけど。
Okay.
何も知らなかったら、なんていうか誤解されそうだからね。
Well. Damn it, Mashiro, it's not what's important here. The professor ignored Natsuhiko, the only one staunchly against the situation, and continued.
それじゃみんな、これから仲良くね。
Oh, easy for you to say, Mom. And she left. And with that, the professor slipped past Natsuhiko and left the house. She didn't even give me a hug, a kiss goodbye. What? Soon enough, the car's engine roared and she zoomed away.
相変わらず身勝手な。
Great. Hearing Natsuhiko's murmur, Saoyu spoke out. We will find out what Saoyu is going to say in the next episode of Root Double Before Crime After Days Extended Edition. If you guys enjoyed this episode of Root Double Before Crime After Days Extended Edition, then please slime that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and you will hear me in the next one. Bye! I think this is the same. Nope, no it's not. Oh! Yay, that looks fun.